Have you ever thought to yourself, today was so perfect, I'm ready to die? Well, my friend Michel seems to say that on a daily basis, which means he is living his best life. Michel does not like the word retirement, but he's been living an enriched life of many micro-retirements or sabbaticals over his professional career in construction and real estate. His most recent sabbatical finds him and his little dog COVI living life on a 40-foot Bali Catamaran in the Mediterranean.
He's getting ready to go on the dinghy and going to town. So he doesn't want to be missing and he doesn't want to be left alone. So he's part of the trip today going on land.
Today, we get to explore Olbia, Sardinia, so Michel can show us his new temporary home and introduce us to some of his new friends and favorite local spots.
We just arrived in Sardinia. It's our first day out.
According to Michel and COVI, no day should start in Sardinia without a coffee and a croissant.
So now he's looking.
Like, what's going on?
And he's getting comfortable. And he's also trying to figure what type of croissant I will have today. Okay, c'est fini après. I see.
As I've gotten to know Michel over the last decade, I realize a lot of his philosophy is around the fact that we have one short life to live, and we better live it as beautifully as we can.
This is my life, okay? My mother passed away at about probably, I think 55, so it's somewhere here. My father died at close to 70, so it's probably here. And I am right now somewhere here. I keep on saying 78, which would be here, but no, I'm 61, so I'm here. So I already lived that. If this is my life, I'll probably be going at 102, 103, or 105 years old, which is this. So here's my life.
Michel's optimism and longevity is contagious. Though he does know indeed that there is an end to his belt, he still has plenty more leather to pull in nice and tight. Michel recently purchased a VW camper van to get him around on land in whatever country he sails to. Today, he takes us into the Sardinian port city of Olbia. Olbia is a city of around 60,000 people in the northeast coast of Sardinia. The city is famous for medieval architecture, great cafes, seafood restaurants, and funky alleyways for any adventurous photographer to explore. Olbia is also famous for a number of public squares, or piazzas. Michel wanted to share with us one of his favorite piazzas, one with a beautiful carousel.
Very famous in Europe, little village. This one is unique because it's 2-story, not only 1 story, and makes music, goes around, many animals. It's cool, eh?
Michel also wanted to show us a shopping district that is home to many authentic Italian fashion stores.
Michel just gave me this beautiful scarf from the store that Lynn likes to shop in.
And
you very much, Michel.
You are
Sweet. I'm a fish.
generous to be around and giving us all your experience and knowledge and
It's my pleasure.
sharing about all that. So
Michel and COVI spent many weeks living at a boutique hotel called Essenza, owned by his new friends Maria and her husband Antonio.
we've been spending 2 weeks here in January, and Essenza is like a casa, and his family of Olbia, Sardinia, and COVI, we keep on coming here for the cafe once or twice a week, and Maria loves COVI, COVI loves Maria, and he doesn't like to leave, you know. If I go in the neighborhood and I walk, he could smell the place, and he's pulling me toward this place here because Essenza is his casa.
Apparently, it's COVI's favorite place in Olbia to stop because he's always getting fed prosciutto by the owners and the guests. Maria and Antonio also own a vineyard that produces incredible wine. Michel wanted to stock up for our upcoming sailing adventure, so he bought a case.
6 and 1. So this is the Essenza di
Ostriche cozze.
some with oyster and mussel di mare.
Te lo scrivo, se no. È la cosa più buona che c'è.
Okay. So he's writing whatever we need to eat with this wine, and it's we'll have it written tartufo di mare, and he says with oyster or mussel, and I love oyster.
I love oyster.
I love oyster too.
Through the window, the birds are low.
E cozze.
Oh, perfect. And COVI and me being at the Essenza, and look, COVI, sometime he just doesn't want to leave.
Time. Wine me wine, I'm here.
We're at the Imperial Cafe.
So tell me about the Imperial Cafe.
Okay, so it's a nice couple. Anna is from Dominican Republic, and she married an Italian guy, a chef, and he does great food. And I love coming here to talk a bit of Spanish.
¿Cómo estás?
Sí. Tequila.
Tequila.
Sí, reposado.
Allora, poi tequila.
Sí, la reposado.
Questa?
Gold, sí, tranquilo.
Tequila for Clemmies! Tequila all day for you, Happy.
Well, it's called Hair of the Dog, really.
Anna, pay you a drink, okay? You want a glass of wine, okay? It's in my
Right.
check. It's me cuenta.
Okay, one moment, please.
She don't say no, eh?
Salute.
Salute! After sharing a drink with Anna, her mother came in for a visit. What a treat for us. And of course, Michel the Charmer was in full effect.
It's mi mamma.
Sí, mami. Saluta al signor Miguel que quiere saludarte.
Oh,
Es mi mamá.
molto piacere, grazie.
E mira, Toby come me.
He said goodbye to Anna and her mom and headed over to Dream Yacht, the charter company that Michel bought his catamaran from. They offered Michel and COVI a place to stay for a few weeks while tequila was getting ready. So where are we heading now here,
We're at Dream Yacht. So the first place when I arrived, like we mentioned in Sardinia, was the Hotel Essenza. Second place, which is like a second family, is Dream Yacht Charter. So in here, to get me out of the hotel after 2 weeks, to be nice with me, they let me a Lagoon 44 as a boat for me and COVI for 10 days before we prepare the tequila. Be meeting the manager, Mario, manager of the base, but also the manager of all the Italy base of Dream Yacht. He's the guy from Napoli, so he might say, Michel, if you take a video of me, I have to kill you.
It's a big possibility.
Yeah, Umberto been helping me in different ways of doing the Friday cocktail, which we call Gracie Dios Friday cocktail. The first one we did here was in February. Everybody was cold.
Yes.
Alexandra inside was cold.
Yes.
And
And
but
one hour
we
later was hot.
yeah we
For too much alcohol.
the tequila.
Or tequila.
The tequila. So it happened that Umberto worked so much, and he still work a lot, that we caught him after the cocktail sleeping a few times, taking a nap on the tequila. I have pictures of that.
On camera.
You have
yeah.
picture.
I have picture of
Okay, I
that.
call Mario to kill you.
To kill you. I called it. Oh.
There is no lack of incredible places to stop for a coffee, a cocktail, a beer, or just some dessert, as the heat of the day starts to zap the energy out of us weary travelers.
The Sardinia dessert, postre. Yeah. Want to share? Yeah, want to share to start.
But there is one very special place for Michel to eat
My
at.
friend
Hello, I'm
from Canada, and Julie is from New York.
Hello, Julie.
Buongiorno.
Nice to meet you.
So we
Hello.
might come for lunch.
Yeah, at what time?
What time is 11 now? 1?
Yeah.
If you out of labor, I come help.
Come on.
I do the dish.
Okay.
I clean.
That's great.
The family is good.
Yeah, yeah.
Your mother?
Yeah, they are very well. Yeah.
Good. So I come 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock came before we knew it, and the wine started to flow, and the seafood was served. It didn't take long to understand why this restaurant meant so much to Michel. He felt like the women who ran it were family to him. It was clear to Julie and I that there was a very special friendship between Michel and the three sisters.
Upirita Pati means for me a lot.
Oh, stop it.
Look, I'm crying now too.
Come on, stop.
Michel wears his heart and his emotions on his sleeve. And I feel this is part of his recipe in making strong relationships that last forever.
Pipirita Pati was there in different time where I was by myself, staying at the Hotel Essenza, and I was just sitting here with COVI and having a glass of wine, having a meal. Sometimes I share a bottle of wine, but obviously I was taking a glass or two and sharing with them, and they were something, and they also went through a different challenge, and they were nice with me. They had a lot of confidence, being comfortable. Sometimes it was busy, sometimes it was like now, just a few people, and I feel of having a big privilege of having them sharing personal things, and so do I. I also went through a few difficult moments, and they were there. So obviously, it's kind of a Olbia family. This morning we saw another part of another Olbia family, which is related. It's just nearby. So that's what it means, and like. Forrest Gump had said, that's all I have to say about that.
Michel is currently on a sabbatical in a land far away from his home in Montreal, and for a period, away from his immediate family. But his ability to create friendships that become strong like family is really quite remarkable. And I think it's the biggest takeaway from this day in Olbia, a place that Michel has only lived in for a few months, but has been able to create a sense of family and community that has helped keep his heart and spirit strong as he lives a life of sabbatical living. You are loved.
You are loved, Michel.
You are so loved in this place.
It's all about love.
It's all about love. Passion.
Join us next time on Sailing Tequila when we make a sail crossing from Sardinia, Italy to Corsica, France.